Coming up on NCC News at 4, two major U.S. airlines reached an $11 billion merger deal. What does it mean for frequent flyers at Hancock Airport?
And Syracuse Winterfest is underway. We'll tell you what kind of winter fun is in store this weekend.
Ahead on NCC News, we'll have your full Valentine's Day forecast ahead. Temperatures expected to be relatively mild today in the 30s, with temperatures dropping just a little bit tonight and then temperatures getting even lower this weekend. All that ahead on NCC News.
This Valentine's Day, we take a closer look at online dating. I'm Jared Cram with the details you might not know about technology, social media, and relationships. NCC News starts right now.
The Central New York Boat Show motors into town today. Hello and welcome to NCC News at 4. I'm Mr. Elena Agolfopoulos.
And I'm Matt Raponi. The New York State Fairgrounds are hosting hundreds of boats through this weekend. That's our top story tonight.
The Central New York Boat Show is underway this afternoon at the State Fairgrounds. More than 500 sailboats, jet skis, and motorboats are inside the Toyota Exhibition Center, the Center of Progress, and the Horticulture Building. Show manager Drew Wickham said he expects at least 20,000 people to attend.
We have kayaks, power boats, personal watercraft, pontoons, cruisers like the one behind me, all different kinds and styles of boats. It's great fun. If you're into boating and you want to see what's new, come on out and take a look.
In addition to the displays, a number of seminars are planned during the show. Topics range from boater safety to fishing tips. The show runs through Sunday evening, and children under 14 are admitted for free.
And the 28th annual Syracuse Winterfest kicks off today with fireworks, marking the start of 11 days of winter fun around the city and Onondaga County. There should be something for everyone to enjoy during the festival. Activities range from ice skating at an ice castle in Clinton Square to a chili cook-off, trivia, and a treasure hunt. There's even a Bloody Mary mix-off if you're looking for a little escape from the winter chill.
There are multiple activities. There's dancing, there's team trivia, there's live entertainment at various places.
Winterfest runs through Sunday, February 24th. Additional details and an event calendar can be found on our website, nccnewsonline.com. A merger announced today between two U.S. airline giants will shake up competition in the air. U.S. Airways and American Airlines will merge into the world's largest airline based on passenger traffic and retain the American Airlines name. The deal won't affect travelers immediately, but economists believe it could lead to higher fares in the future.
The bad thing for the traveler is the price is the price. And when you have a company that becomes like this, like a monopoly, they don't have to offer you anything. This is the price, that's it. And either you're going to pay it or you're not going to go.
The merger is the 7th in the industry since 2005 and leaves only 3 major U.S. airlines still operating.
Now let's turn to what seems to be a never-ending story. At this time, as you can see here, tugboats are continuing efforts to pull the Carnival cruise ship towards the port of Alabama, but it seems like passengers might need to spend another night at sea. The ship was expected to arrive Thursday evening, but now the port officials say a nighttime arrival might be difficult. That's because of the tricky turns and cross currents in Mobile Bay. But both passengers and their families are running out of patience. One mother drove from Alabama to Texas to wait for her 12-year-old daughter. She describes the frightening phone call she received after the fire.
She called me and hysterical, screaming and crying that she was so scared. And she was scared not only for what was happening on board, but she was afraid she'd never get to see her mama again.
Now, amid horrific reports of overflowing toilets and unsanitary conditions on board, the cruise ship confirmed that it had running water and food supplies available. The Carnival CEO acknowledged that the situation was, quote, challenging, but said that the cruise line is trying to make passengers as comfortable as possible.
Now to NCC weather reporter Rachel Marcus out on the patio. Rachel, looks like a lot of sun out there today.
Yeah, well, the sun is starting to come down a little bit, but it was sunnier earlier today for the first time in what seems like this whole week. And now looking at the current temperatures, if we take a look, it's about 38 degrees outside right now. Not too bad, and the barometer is pretty low, around 29.93 inches, and 60% humidity, and then the winds are not too bad either, southeast at 7 miles per hour. So not too windy outside, a little bit of wind going on, but other than that, it's been relatively warm compared to what it has been, but don't expect that to last very long. Tonight, some spotty rain, a little snow flurries are expected, and that will be going into the weekend, so it really won't be sunny or nice again until early next week, Monday at the earliest. So make sure that your sunglasses, well, they may not be able to stay on that much longer. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Rachel. Now coming up next on NCC News, find out just how much technology affects your relationships.
And a Syracuse school may soon be converted into apartments. Will this affect your child's education? We'll tell you next. Back to you.
Welcome back. Now, today is Valentine's Day, and if you don't already have a date, maybe you should check your inbox. Jared Cram is live in the studio to tell us how dating has gone digital.
That's right. Today is Valentine's Day, the day millions celebrate romance with their significant other, with movies, candlelit dinners, and bottles of wine. But Valentine's Day also makes us take a closer look at love, especially how it begins. Technology dominates every conceivable aspect of our lives, including relationships. Online dating and social media are playing an increasing role in that romance.
I think it just happens faster and easier.
Maxine Dobson is someone who's found success in online dating. Dobson, an SU senior, says the process simplifies relationships, leaving no questions up in the air.
When you go to like a bar or you go to a restaurant, like you don't know if someone's taken, like you don't know what their intentions are. So I think doing online dating makes it a lot easier because hopefully they're single and hopefully they're looking for a relationship. Otherwise, why would they be spending $30 a month on a website?
Millions are spending that money to meet their soulmate. Sites like Match.com, Christian Mingle, and eHarmony helped make online dating a $1.9 billion industry in 2012. People are not only handing over that membership fee, but also sharing intimate personal information to find a date. Ariel Norling is in the business of online dating as co-founder of You Should Date Me, a startup website that uses social media data to match users. She says the more information users are willing to share, the better the possible match.
So anything that you like or talk about, people you're friends with, that kind of thing, we know about and use that to determine compatibility. And we're actually starting to see an increase in apps and dating sites that do this.
If at first you're unsure about setting up an online profile, our dating site expert Maxine says to sign up and just give it time. It worked for her.
There are creepers on it still, but after you get through them, you start to find the ones that are really serious about it. And that's when I found Jeff, and then he and I just kind of hit it off, and now we're dating.
The Syracuse Common Council will meet today to decide the future of St. Patrick's School. If approved, the school will be turned into apartments, and the gym would be available for paid usage on an hourly or daily basis. The gym would also be used for special events like the Irish Festival. Ithaca police are asking for your help in finding a 17-year-old who went missing yesterday morning. Chen Hyuk Park was last seen running up Oak Avenue and never made it to school. He was last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt with tan pants and a yellow or red backpack. If you have any information, please call police at 607-272-3245.
There was a shooting incident this morning at the home of the well-known Paralympic athlete Oscar Pistorius. At this stage we can confirm that a young woman, a 30-year-old woman, did die on the scene of gunshot wounds.
Oscar Pistorius is being charged for fatally shooting his girlfriend inside their South African home early Thursday. Police say Pistorius was the only person at the house before and after the shooting. His girlfriend, 29-year-old Riva Steenkamp, was shot 4 times by a gun reportedly owned by Pistorius. His girlfriend was a model, and the couple had been dating for a year. Now Pistorius will be officially named as the suspect when he makes his first court appearance. A horse meat scandal that began in England has now become a Europe-wide crisis. It started when horse meat was detected in products that were labeled as pure beef. Now millions of burgers and frozen meals around the continent are being recalled. British officials have raided meat processing companies, while German, French, and Romanian supermarkets are removing products from shelves. While it is still unclear how horse meat got involved, the EU is urging all member states to take action.
I would like to see exchange of data between food standards organisations in each member state, exchanged very rapidly so that other member states can take action. I think we've been too slow on that.
Now, the issue at hand remains not one of safety, but rather one of dishonest labeling. Horse meat can be used for the production of meat in Europe, but it has to be declared on the label. Now, 5 people were killed and 9 injured last night in Ukraine after a plane crashed during landing. Officials say the left wing of the plane hit the airport's weather station as it was approaching the ground. The plane was carrying 44 soccer fans to a Champions League game. Some of them escaped from the burning aircraft through a hole left by the crash. Investigators are considering pilot error or poor weather as possible causes.
Well, it was a beautiful day across central New York, but will it stay this nice for your plans tonight?
Well, our very own Rachel Martin will tell you just how long the warm weather will last coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
Officials have not yet identified the burned remains of LA's ex-cop Christopher Dorner, but they do consider the manhunt over. Dorner is accused of killing 4 people after declaring war on the LA police force. Sympathizers of Dorner are taking to social media, saying he was really a hero seeking justice. And new details have emerged about whether the police intentionally started the fire in the cabin where Dorner was hiding out. Although not confirmed yet, officials say the suspect's physical description and behavior during the standoff matches Dorner's.
President Obama's Secretary of Defense nomination may be hanging by a thread. Obama tapped former Senator Chuck Hagel for the post, and now Vice President Joe Biden is reaching out to senators who must approve the nomination. Biden phoned Senators Lindsey Graham, John McCain, and Kelly Iotta in a personal plea to move the vote along. Hagel's nomination process has been rocky at times, with tense moments during questioning from Republican opposition about the Libya terrorist attack and Hagel's comments on Israel. The confirmation vote is scheduled for Friday. NCC News weathercaster Rachel Marcus is back inside the studio with a full look at the weekend ahead. Rachel?
Thanks. And as you can see, looking at this video that we have of earlier, there is a lot of snow still on the ground, but most of it is messy and dirty, and there's not much left. So there hasn't been much to do with there. And now taking a look at the almanac. And as you can see here, there's still a lot of snow on the ground, but again, like we said before, it's beginning to melt. The roads are clear. There's not much left on the ground. And then here's the almanac. If we look at the high, the record high was 57 degrees in 1946 and minus 20 degrees back in 1979. But usually temperatures are more around a high of 34 degrees and a low of 17 degrees around this time of the year. And taking a look here, as you can see, there is a storm front coming in, just a little bit of a mix of rain and snow that's coming in from the Midwest, from Detroit. So over here in Syracuse, we may get hit with that just a little bit. And then here, taking a look at current temperatures throughout the Northeast, as you can see, we're in Syracuse right here where it's 34 degrees. And then throughout central New York, it's mainly in the 30s. Over more toward the Midwest, we have a little bit of a colder temperature in the 30s as well. And then if we look further down south, as you can see, New York, Philadelphia, and Baltimore, those are all in the 40s. So a little bit lower down south, it'll be a little warmer, but not too bad here. Tonight, it'll be rainy and snowy, winds south at 14 miles per hour, so the winds will be picking up a little bit, as you can see, and there will be also a low of 33 degrees. And looking at tomorrow, expect some rain and snow showers, so no more of this sunny weather. Winds will be going at about 18 miles per hour, and as you can see, the high will be 38 degrees, so not too cold despite the wind. And as you can see, our 5-day forecast ahead. Today, 37 degrees, a little bit of snow. Tomorrow, much of the same, 38 degrees. Saturday, 23 degrees. And Sunday will be 16 degrees, and then going into Monday, it will be about 29 degrees, so getting just a little bit warmer on Monday.
All right, thanks, Rachel. So a lot of people have plans for Valentine's today. If they go out tonight, what should they expect? How would the weather be?
Well, I would expect it to stay pretty clear up until around 7 when precipitation is supposed to happen. So we may get a little bit of rain or snow around then, but nothing too hard. The road should be fine, so you just got to be aware of the little bit of rain and snow coming down.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
I'm Alexandra Montgomery. Coming up, I'll tell you how one girls bowling team is knocking out their competition. Stay tuned. Winter sports may make you think of basketball and hockey, but girls from Fayetteville Manlius are tossing a different kind of ball. With only 10 girls, it's not the largest team, but the Fayetteville Manlius girls bowling team sure does have fun. Nick Laurie has been FM's bowling coach for 17 years and says the girls have a great time together.
It's a bring your friends and have fun type thing.
It's really chill, and we get to just, it's like my way of relaxing, like I look forward to it. It's a pretty low-key sport. Yeah.
But these girls are serious bowlers. For the first time in about 5 years, they've qualified for sectionals.
To watch a team like FM that doesn't have quite as many bowlers hold their own against some of the larger school districts, I think is wonderful.
Trisha Miller is one of FM's star bowlers, and in a tight match, she recently qualified to play against the top girl bowlers from around New York.
I came in second. It was really close by 3 pins.
Miller and her bowling buddy Colleen Winshow play in all FM's games while the other girls alternate in.
They call me the blunt one because I will flat out tell them, like, you're bowling in the wrong direction. Are your eyes even open while you're bowling?
While there is some healthy competition between the FM bowling team is all about the friendships.
It was a lot of fun. There's like a lot of chemistry, and we just have this bond that's unbelievable.
The girls will be bowling in the bowling sectionals tomorrow, so check back with NCC News to see how they did. All right, now let's move on to the ice. The Syracuse Crunch skated all over the Albany Devils yesterday with a final score of 6-0. Special teams scored all 6 goals, 4 power play and 2 shorthanded. Crunch goaltender Riku Helenius stopped all 24 shots that came his way. The Crunch play tomorrow night against the #1 ranked Binghamton Senators. And now to basketball. SU lost to UConn last night 66-58. Much of the loss can be attributed to the fact that SU only made 23 out of 65 of their shots taken from the field, which is the second worst shooting percentage of the season. Things from the three-point range were even worse, with SU making only 4 out of 23, and James Sutherland made all of those shots. Carolina, on the other hand, made more than half of their three-point shots. But it was Jim Boeheim who took the spotlight at last night's post-game news conference, where he refused to answer ESPN reporter Andy Katz's question and then criticized him. Here's the video courtesy of the Post-Standard.
D9 is dead. D9 is dead.
I don't ask anybody's question but yours. You're an idiot. And really a disloyal person.
She's over there.
Well, flowers, chocolates, and a nice dinner, not for this couple.
Find out what this guy's girlfriend got him for Valentine's Day. It's something you can't pick up at the store last minute. say welcome back.
Welcome back. Well, it's a Valentine's Day gift beyond comparison, as a 32-year-old woman gives her boyfriend her left kidney. Last week, Tasha Benson and her boyfriend Travis Spire-Sweet underwent surgery at the University of Kansas Hospital so she could give him her kidney. Travis has had kidney problems since birth, living with only 25% kidney function.
After spending a year on a donor list, his girlfriend turned out to be a perfect match.
And not only is today Valentine's Day, it's also National Donor Day.
You know what, Matt? That's just great. This is why Valentine's Day is a great day, because it's all about the love.
Definitely beats my dinner and a movie. That's a pretty incredible gift. What would your best, most perfect Valentine's Day gift be?
I don't know. Probably just candy. I have such a sweet tooth. It's really all I want. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. That's all we have time for today. I'm Mr. Elena Galfulu.
And I'm Matt Raponi. Thanks for watching.